Hi everyone, welcome to Outside again. It is currently still in the midst of a heat wave in Derry, and as I've talked about before, we do not have AC, so it's either I film videos outside or you get no videos at all. So that's what's happening if you're wondering about the new setup. But if you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. What we're going to be talking about today is Nikkie tutorials, and this is a more deep topic that we talk about because this is just an awful event that happened. So if you don't know what happened with Nikkie, let me catch you up to speed. There have been a bunch of news articles, but the one that is always recommended if you search in Nikkie tutorials name now is one by The Sun. Now The Sun is very, normally I would not read anything by The Sun, but because this is the most popular article about this, I will read it for the sake of the video, but fuck The Sun. So the article reads, House Raid, YouTube star Nikkie tutorials home targeted by violent armed robbery gang, leaving one resident injured. Now at the time of this, we did not know what had happened at all other than this news article. There were a bunch of news articles from the local area of where Nikkie is from, but obviously as news traveled, there were more that came out, and it was just such a shocking, like, whenever you read it, your heart sank, and I remember just reading it, and I was like, fuck, like, I can't believe, like, you know what I mean. It reads, it is not known whether the beauty vlogger was present during the raid, although one resident is understood to have been injured. Please confirm the news in a tweet today, which translates to the perpetrators threatened the residents with possibly a weapon and took an unknown loot with them. There are at least 3 perpetrators who fled in a beige car towards the A50. So keep in mind, for hours after this, there was complete silence and people were so scared, including myself, for Nikkie's safety and her fiance's safety, because whenever something like this happens and the news drops and then you don't hear anything more, you're like, what the fuck? Like, you need to know everything because you're just in that state of shock, and it's not even you who's been directly affected by this. And so my heart initially went out to her, and I did a multitude of tweets, and I did my video talking about it, which you can go watch if you want, which was when the news broke and everyone was just in flames not knowing what happened. But a few days ago, Nikkie actually broke her silence on this, and I want to read you out what she said because it's kind of the next part of this story that we didn't have when I filmed my last one. On her social medias, Nikkie put up a statement that said, earlier today, one of my biggest nightmares became reality when we were robbed under gunpoint at our own home. So that was even more than we already knew in the news article, keep in mind, because we didn't even know it was that extreme, you know what I mean? Dylan and myself got attacked, but physically we're okay. Mentally, it's a whole other story, and just my heart breaks for both of them. Like, no one deserves this, but especially them, like the most wholesome people ever. They really did not, oh my god. I'm writing this message for now to let you know that we are okay and safe. Thank you for understanding as I take the next couple of days to myself. This is always something that makes me really sad when an event like this happens to celebrities or YouTubers or influencers or whatever. Something very terrible happens and they feel the need to come online and apologize for, you know, taking a break for a while after something like this happens. So whenever I saw that she was apologizing, like, please know that I'm gonna be taking the time for myself now, it's like, that's normal, and please allow yourself to do that. And I just, oh, I feel so bad for her, and I hope that she's okay. And I know she said physically she's okay, but mentally it's another story, and that in itself is just so terrible. In the initial story that dropped to the news, it said that one of them was physically harmed. Now, we do not know if it was one of them two, if there was someone else present in the house, so and a lot of people are talking about the fact that Nikkie is known to not flaunt her wealth online. There are multiple influencers and YouTubers and TikTok stars and all the rest who flaunt their wealth, tell you how much money they have, tell you how much their house cost. You know, they really flex their wealth. And so Nikkie wasn't one of them, and still this happened to her. So I hope her security is upped since this, and it's like, there's currently a heat wave going on through Europe, so obviously maybe her windows were down and someone came in like that, but even just going to that place of having to think of what possibly could have happened and how this happened is so terrifying, even us as the audience, and we're not even directly involved, as I said before. So just, I know everyone on our channel is sending the best to Nikkie because this is just, and her fiance, because this is awful. So I posted Nikkie's statement to my subscribers and I said, opinions, I'm so sad, I wish her nothing but happiness and the best. And I think we all came to a mutual understanding that we all just wish her the ultimate best. Ash said, I feel so bad that this happened to her, and hopefully she does whatever she needs to do mentally and emotionally to heal from this. Because this is such a huge invasion of privacy, alone, and then it's in your own house, is just, like, would you feel safe if that happened in your own home? I know I wouldn't. Tiffany said, I just want the best for her and her fiance. As long as everyone is physically okay, then that's good. Well, mentally being okay, I think, is just as important. I understand your point, but I think the way that Nikkie said mentally, you know, is a different story, is something that we really need to take into account, and I hope she takes that time for herself. They may take time off the internet to process this, and I don't blame them. And I think what's even more damaging about this is that the internet is her safe place. You know, this is her career, but this is also her safe place. So her safe place caused this to happen because, as sad and dark as that sounds, due to her popularity on YouTube, and these people to invade that privacy and attack her and her home, and that's disgusting. And I really hope she's able to make that disconnect, that, you know, YouTube can still be that safe place, and, you know, counting yourself as a celebrity and being in the public eye. It's just a really weird, tricky situation, because I feel like with being a celebrity, sometimes these celebrities are celebrities for being celebrities, but with YouTube it's your passion and it is your safe place. So the fact that that has now been invaded and it's been tainted, and with Nikkie, who's someone who really minds her own business and is just so creative and does her own thing, it makes this situation just so much worse and so much more sad. Yo-Yo said, literally, why her out of all the people? She's the least problematic person ever. Hope she's okay. And it's like, you really wouldn't wish this on anyone. Like, this really scars people. And yeah, this is awful. Hot Cheetos said, I feel so terrible for her. Imagine someone breaking into somehow the place that you live and the place that you believed was safe and invading your personal space, wishing them nothing but the best. And it really is, it just makes your safe place not feel so safe anymore. KT said, I just hope she's got security cameras and she's okay. I can't imagine going through all of this. My God, imagine just being at home and all of a sudden people come into your house with weapons. I hope they find the people who did this. And it really is just fucking scum. You know, the way they drove off, and it's like, ugh. Really fucking worse people. Absolute scum. Tabitha said, I hope that she and Dylan can get some therapy after this, because that can cause PTSD. I wish her nothing but the best. Okay said, I wonder why she always seems to be the targeted one. Shorts Girl said, I hope she and Dylan recover from this mess. I love Nikkie so much. I didn't expect this to happen, and I love her so much. I am happy that she and Dylan aren't physically hurt, but I'm so sad that it hurt them mentally. I just want Nikkie to know that she has a good audience that will always be here for her. And I think just the outer YouTube community will always be here for Nikkie. Haley said, Nikkie is that special type of YouTuber like Jenna Marbles, Simply Nailogical, and Safia that just seems so sweet and so genuine. Like, she never gets involved in drama, she doesn't badmouth other YouTubers, and she just kind of exists in her own universe, doing what makes her happy. So for this to happen to her is absolutely heartbreaking. I really hope she and Dylan are able to feel safe again and get better. Kat said, my family home was broken into when I was a teenager. While we weren't attacked, the PTSD we all experienced remained for years. I'm so sorry that that happened. It will take time for Nikkie to recover emotionally from this, so all that the fans need to do during this time is just give her that time and support. Rebel with the Cause said, I feel so bad for her. There's a paranoia that comes with this after these incidents really happen, and it leaves you in that state. Getting attacked in your own home takes that feeling of safety you have everywhere, and it's like, that's the place that you continue living in, and then you know that it's happened once, and it kind of has that fear-mongering in your head that it could happen again, and it's the worst place ever for our minds to go as an audience. And I can't even imagine what Nikkie and her fiance are going through, and it's just like, it's such a terrifying situation. Not the ice cream van going off. Jay said, this is so heartbreaking. Your home is literally your sanctuary, especially right now during quarantine, which is really very true. And I know Nikkie has been abiding by that and staying home. So the fact that this happens in that space is... It's the one place you can truly be yourself and just be at peace. I feel so bad for her, and I'm sending her all the love and positivity in the world. And I'm so happy that all these comments are just really positive and sending her the best, because it really shows that whenever such devastating events like this happen, that we can all come together and just send her the best. And I hope she's seeing that, and I hope her fiance is seeing that, and I hope they're feeling the love. And I also hope that the local authorities in the Netherlands and the police and all are very much so protecting them and not allowing this to happen again, but also not allowing this to happen to anyone. And there needs to be a standard of security in every single home, not just a rich person's home. Every person deserves to feel security and actually have that security, even if they're not a property owner as well, because that's another conversation. It shouldn't just be the rich that are protected. It shouldn't just be people who have houses who's protected. It should be everyone. But everyone, just let me know what you're thinking about this, because I feel so bad for Nikkie, and I really am just sending her my best. And this is a little follow-up and an update to the last one, because a lot of people were wanting to know if she had responded, and I know a lot of people get their news from YouTube rather than Twitter and stuff, so I want to keep you in the loop, and I also wanted your opinions and just y'all talking about it, so that we were all still involved. And it's nice that we're all just sending her, you know, that best and that love. So everyone, thank you so much for watching this, and just again, send your best even to Nikkie in the comments below, because I feel like the support of the community really needs to come together during this time. And thank you for watching again. I will see you in the next one, and bye. Peace. Come closer. My neighbor has been out during this entire filming, and it's been incredibly awkward. So just like the video to give me that support.